Okay,
Okay,
back in the gym.
third
Excited about today. It's
attempt
going to be a good
to
day.
put
I was going
this
to work on
on
some things
YouTube without
and
getting
get
it
some numbers,
shut
hopefully.
down. You
At
gotta be
least for
careful
sure
with them
on
copyright things, man.
one
They'll
lip
get you.
being hang clean, kind of, get an idea
Coming into this,
of where
I
that's
really
at.
wanted to make
My
sure I
biggest
was
goal
good and warmed up,
was
made
to
my hips
move
loose,
well
and
with the bar. So
had
I
some
felt like I
fast
needed
twitch
to warm
fibers,
up
were
properly.
going.
I know that sounds.
So
That
I
sounds
started
kinda,
out with a
duh,
movement
but
called
I'm not.
snatch
I tend
balance,
to warm up through movements. I don't usually do any
and
kind of fast twitch
it's,
work.
you start
Trying to
with your
get those
feet
fibers
underneath
going.
you,
I
in
know
the
that
middle
sounds stupid. That's something I
position,
need to work on though. But
and
anyways,
you drop to the
doing
floor
a warm up here that will do
as
just
quickly as
that.
you can, and your feet, when you go to catch
Really, it's a lot of
yourself,
hip mobility
will naturally just
and
go about shoulder
trying to make
width
sure
apart,
that my
and
footwork,
it's a good way to get the
my
hips
feet
loosened out, and also
are moving, and it gets the blood pumping and the heart going too. So
just get those fast twitch
the
fibers
first movement,
firing.
it's essentially.
And then the
it's
second
just,
movement was more of an agility piece.
Man, I can't even remember what the name of that movement's called now.
Trying to work on that, try to be an athlete,
Hip
and,
up? No, that's not it.
really,
if you know
it's
in the
just,
comments, let me know because I completely forgot.
your feet go out beside
got,
the plate, and they come back and meet in the middle.
wide brain right now. So the second
I tried to make sure my
here is
gait
just footwork stuff.
was good.
Feet start in the middle
mobile,
of the plate. You come out to
and try
a running
to
position,
simulate,
and
as if
bring
I
your
was
feet back
running
to the
the
middle,
best I can.
and you just repeat.
And that's
my feet went to the middle. I think
way
for
to
20
build
reps total there.
coordination is
So
to
I'm back on the
do the movements that you're actually going to be doing, say while you walk,
jerk
while
squat,
you run.
jerk.
It just makes you that,
Crud, I can't remember what the
much
name
better.
of this is.
So
anyways,
back
I'm
to
just dropping.
the snatch balance,
I'm working on my drop
and
right here.
I catch myself
Man,
right.
trying to make a video and you sound like an idiot.
Maybe right here.
Wait a minute.
Maybe the
I never
next
said
one.
I was smart.
Yeah,
I am an idiot. Anyways,
you see me extending on my tiptoes there, and
on the
what
second
I'm doing
set, I
is
caught
I'm
myself needing to maybe work on triple
going
extension
into triple
here.
extension, which is a big part.
Triple extension in the
of,
clean is the extension of the ankles, the knees, and the hips. So
snatch.
I'm coming up on my toes
and you
here.
go into triple
And I'm
extension. So I was just
extending,
trying to again simulate the movements that I was going to be
and
doing,
then dropping
to try to
from
get
there.
things
as
as
fast, as
warmed
quick
up
as I can.
possible. So moving on to the
there's the
hang
warm
clean.
up, or a portion of it.
The
Now,
goal with this
isn't all of the
I
clean
just wanted
session.
to move
These
good
are
with the bar.
these
I
are just the highlights, I guess, from the hang clean portion.
Heavy.
The biggest takeaway from this, for me,
but I just
I
wanted
feel
to
like
make sure
I moved
that the
really
gears
good
were
compared to
loosening up.
the weeks
And
prior.
they were. I was pleased to see that.
I mean, my hips
Everything
felt
was
good.
feeling good for the most part.
My wrist and my
really
elbows and my
pleased with
shoulders
my-
felt good.
my
My
wrist,
front rack
shoulder
position
flexibility here
was
when I
much
catch
better
the
this
bar in my
week
front rack position.
compared to last week.
And
So
yeah,
I'm happy with that.
I'm pretty
that
pretty fired up.
and my
about
numbers
my
weren't
hang
great.
clean
Definitely wasn't
portion
anywhere close
today.
to PR.
This was my last hang
was getting
clean.
there.
It's just a 235. It's not a PR, but it is something that
I really don't.
I can
know.
work
can't
with,
tell.
and again, I'm satisfied with because
325
I'm
maybe.
moving well with it.
Yeah.
Right now, that's what matters most.
Again,
it's not about
everything
how much
just
you do,
felt
it's about how
good.
you move with it.
Now,
So,
the next one was my heaviest one of the day.
moving on
This was
to the conditioning
that
piece.
was the heaviest one.
I'm gonna be out of frame here a little
235
bit,
was the highest
so
I
you won't
worked
be
up
able to
to,
see
which,
the
I'm
lockout
not doing
or
this in a
the
while.
weights at the top.
I can be
Whenever I'm doing a
satisfied
couple of
with.
movements
Now,
here.
this workout,
Won't even be
you
able
can't
to
even
see
see
me
me
at
in
all
the
whenever
camera,
I'm
but
doing
I
my
am
lunges
walking
here, but
down.
What I got
It's
is
overhead dumbbell lunge for 40 feet.
It's programmed
20
at
feet
6
down,
rounds
20 feet back.
of
I'm
40,
not sure what my steps were.
40
It was
foot overhead
somewhere
lunge with a dumbbell,
between like 14 and
50 pound
15.
dumbbell. So when you do
But
your
what
rounds,
I needed to make sure, what
one
you need to
round
make
is
sure
going to
when
be
doing
held with
this,
the right hand overhead, one
we're
hand
not bodybuilding
will
with
be held
this.
with the left hand
It's
overhead.
about mobility.
One thing to
so
point out when doing
try
these
to make sure your
lunges too,
steps
you're
are
not
fluid,
bodybuilding.
and that
okay?
back knee needs to go to
we're
the
not
ground.
really
Don't
trying to
slam it
really
into the ground.
stretch
Be under
out your
control.
glute, your hamstring here.
That back
So
knee
whenever
needs to go to the
you
ground.
go
Now,
to step, that back
I
knee needs to
have-
go to the ground.
This is an EMOM.
okay?
It's every minute on the
Back
minute.
knee
So
to
my
the ground.
movements here were
This is an EMOM,
taking
too.
anywhere from like
It's a
30 to
24
40
minute,
seconds, and then I had about
every minute
roughly
on the minute with 4 movements. So
20 seconds rest.
6 rounds total.
Y'all, this movement right here is the
Transitioning
dumbest.
into this dumbbell.
And when I say dumbest, I really mean it's the hardest.
Dumbbell
It's
power
by
clean,
far
which
the most taxing movement
I haven't done this
throughout
movement
the entire
much
workout.
at all
You
in my
can't see the
life.
top.
and I can tell y'all now,
this
don't like it.
my
Why?
positioning on my
Because it's
camera was
taxing.
not very good here.
It is
But
hard. It really is, because
this is a
the head
dumbbell.
of the dumbbell goes all the way down to the ground.
Dumbbell power clean.
And then when you go to clean this
and
thing
you
up,
got, take the head of the dumbbell to the
if you're not
ground,
using,
and you
you're not
clean it up
using
to
solid
basically a
technique
front rack
doing this,
position.
it turns into a glorified
It
hammer
is
curl, and you
hard.
wear
I forgot how
yourself
hard
out.
that
So,
movement is. It's
dumbbell
essentially
power clean for 12
almost
reps
like you're doing a
at
glorified
50
hammer
pounds.
curl.
And then from
And
here,
if you're
we're going
not
to
using
transition
your lower body in
into
this,
the third
like
movement,
if you're a lower back at the
which
bottom,
is
you're going to be doing a hammer
single
curl
arm
at
dumbbell
the top.
snatch.
So you'll get a nice little bicep pump.
I guess
this,
everything would be
you'll
single
feel
arm
juicy
if it was
afterwards,
a dumbbell
pumped
snatch.
and juicy.
Big goof.
But
Okay,
the
so
third
again,
was a dumbbell snatch for
catch
12
at the
reps.
top,
And really
fully
with this, I
extend,
just wanted to make sure
head
my
of the dumbbell
cycling was
touches
good.
the ground. One thing
I
to
should've
point
done
out when
better
you're doing
again
this
to get
movement
the
is that
shot
when
at the top
you,
right here.
Transition the dumbbell from either hand, you transition
it was
at the
challenging,
top
but it was
as you
good.
come
Maybe just
down.
because it was
So
just a,
you don't
single
just
hand
completely
movement
let
here.
go of it, and you
But
can't really see it.
Make sure you're
I
cycling
apologize for
efficiently.
that.
So I'm
you can't really
transitioning
see it,
the dumbbell at the top.
but
you see my arm right there going up to catch the dumbbell and then coming down. Again, head of the dumbbell hits the ground.
I'm catching the dumbbell
Snatch it up
as
to the
it's
top.
at its
Swap
apex,
as
which
the
is
dumbbell
the
is at
top
its
of the
apex,
movement,
and starting its
then
descent.
so
you can kind of grab it as it's
I'll
going
let
down
it
and save a little bit
descend,
of
and
movement
that's
there and save a little
descending.
bit of
I'm
energy.
coming down with it.
So yeah, 12 reps on that,
I'm
6 each arms.
using
Now
that momentum to my advantage.
On my Instagram,
and,
when I
it'll
posted this,
save you some
it's
energy
supposed
in
to be
the
a
long run.
dumbbell
So
step over.
here we got, this was
If I
supposed
would
to
have done
be
dumbbell step overs
a
with
dumbbell step over with a box
I
of 20 inches.
would have.
There is
probably
absolutely
died. So I had to call
no
audible right
way
here. And if you're fitter
I
than
could have
me,
done these
where you can do
weighted.
dumbbell step ups
Just-
with this, please.
there was no
be
way.
my guest.
I would have been
It's
toasted
incredible if
if
that's
I
you.
did. And so
It's
I had
incredible
to
if you
call
can
an
do the
audible
dumbbell step
and,
over portion with any kind of weight.
go about
you
it
know,
a little
after
bit
those
differently.
3
But
movements.
I will say,
so
doing
it's
this
10,
movement and getting a
5 each side.
again, this is another
Again,
movement.
be
I've done
efficient with your steps here.
plenty of box jumps in my life, but
So right
for some
here,
reason doing a step
as the
over,
right foot
it's
goes
kind
down,
of one of those
or as the left foot
skills,
comes down, the right foot
skill,
goes
which is
up,
one of those movements
and
that
as
kind
the
of
right
gets
foot
lost
goes
in the
down,
mix
the
a little
left
bit.
foot goes up.
So I
vice versa.
did 10 total there,
So it's
and resting up for my second round.
a lot of this is this is the first
overhead
round too,
lunges.
and
So-
I'm not gonna lie, like
Waiting
for the
on
first
3, 2, 1.
2 rounds for sure,
Here we go.
I felt like
Okay.
I was in.
Again,
Getting-
first time was with the right
getting-
arm.
that's
This
the
time was
word
with
here.
the second arm.
Getting
If you
in
lose
shape.
your balance and you kind
Getting
of
in
stagger a bit,
not completely in shape, but
do your
getting
best
in
to
shape.
reposition your foot, your front foot, back.
In,
You don't
in,
want
in
to
between sets,
too
kind of
much
catching a
and,
breather and get.
gain
I came
ground.
back,
That's
at least these first 2 rounds, I came back a lot faster than in days
part
prior
of
to
the
this. So
lunge,
I'm
you wanna go to the full
fairly
40
pleased with
feet.
it.
If
I can
this
see
was
some
being
things coming
judged,
along.
or, if you had a coach by you, they'd say
Now,
you might need to go back.
That's
and try
not
that again.
gonna be the case
Here's another
for
thing.
later rounds in this workout.
Zach,
Look, what are you
I'm
doing?
all about
sitting
being
down?
hardcore.
You
I'm
hear
all
that
about,
now? People
just
what are you doing? Why are you
trying to be
sitting
tough
down?
throughout the
Y'all,
workouts.
listen.
But during this EMOM,
I'm
feel
all
like
about being
I had
hardcore,
to be smart about
and
my
I'm all
rest
about
set,
being
my
tough in
rest
between
portion,
sets.
because if I wasn't,
I am.
I was going to get gassed
I feel like
out,
that is in a set, but right now,
the title, hey,
in order to survive the rest of this workout, I
gears
have
are
to be
feeling
smart
good,
with
but
conserving
the
whatever
engines-
energy I have
the engine still
and
needs
getting
some
my
work.
breath
So that's
back, because
what we're doing here. So I had to make
that's
sure
been the
you know,
biggest
my
challenge
breathing was
thus
good
far throughout this
throughout, and that's
10
another thing
days
to,
of this
to
little
be
30-day
mindful
journey
of
is
too.
that
Is,
my
try
lungs
your
have
best
gotta
to
come back.
control your
It's
breathing
lungs
the best way you
first
can.
and then muscular
You gotta
endurance.
sit down.
I feel
you
like
got
my
like a
lungs
rest
are
period.
getting there.
Take advantage of it. Go ahead and do
My
it.
muscular endurance
This is about
slightly ahead of my
this
lungs
kind of
right
workout
now,
is
but
more about cycling.
but
So
it is
doing
getting
the
better.
movement
However,
and
in order for me to
doing
just
your reps
survive the rest of this
efficiently and
workout,
effectively,
I had to sit down in between movements.
and getting them all knocked out. So
Crucial
you have
strategy on my part. So
enough time for, I'm not gonna say
again, if I
quality
didn't do
rest
this,
time, but you
I
have
would have just
a little bit of rest time to kind of let some
look
things
like
recover.
a dead bug.
But it's okay
So,
to sit down.
second
during
round,
this.
dumbbell
It is,
snatch.
There's nothing wrong
Here we go.
with that. So,
Again,
here we go.
the biggest
Dumbbell
surprise
snatch going to
out
the
of
top.
this
I gotta say
entire
this is
workout
probably the most surprising
was
movement
this dumbbell snatch. Now,
because
I
again,
gotta
this
make
is all
sure the
stuff I
dumbbell's
haven't
going all the way to
done
the floor here, head
long
of the dumbbell
time.
to the floor.
But
You know, for not doing this
you know,
in a while too,
it
like
went pretty,
maybe it's just
probably
because like I felt
it's
warmed
just
up in
one
like the
dumbbell
hinge
and
area
not
of
the
my
two going
hips.
up. But
So
you know, I felt
big
pretty
surprise.
strong.
If you're gonna do this movement, you're gonna scale down to 35
Nothing
if
too-
necessary.
Yeah.
There's not really going to be that big of a difference between
Nothing
40,
too
45,
bad.
50 pounds. Scale down to
At least
30,
that round.
35 pounds.
So
Even less if you have to. Again, it's not about how much you do, it's about how you move with it. So I'm gearing up for this second round of step overs here.
I gotta
And
I
at this
gotta
point,
admit
again, my lungs
that my first two rounds,
are
even though I'm hunched over
burning
here,
pretty good.
that's just me trying to,
But that's, you know, that's part of it. So
make the most of my rest periods.
trying to be strong and overcome.
My first two rounds
And
of this
if I could just
workout
keep moving,
were
keep moving,
they felt
keep
pretty
moving.
good.
I think, you know,
I was
theory, I
at
should keep
this
getting that
point
much
of the
better,
workout,
slowly,
like,
slowly,
you know,
slowly,
comparing
surely.
it to stuff I
So,
did either earlier in this week or
Probably
earlier
the most
last week.
boring part of the of this conditioning piece
You know,
was the step overs, but I feel like it was a
moved and
good.
I felt quite a bit better
it
throughout this.
was a good change of pace.
You know,
you
like
know,
I
and a
think
good
some things
movement
are
to
starting to
kinda
come back and
Maybe get
coming
your
back
mind
fast
off the
enough.
dumbbell work, you know, for a little bit.
But
Again, you know, I
that's
programmed
kind of
doing this
point
with
of all
dumbbells,
this.
but
It's a slow
I had to
progression that
call in all
requires
of it.
work, effort,
sometimes you got to do that.
and it doesn't come easy.
You know, a lot of
but
people frown upon
keep at it.
changing things that have been programmed.
So this is my third round,
But really,
and
it's not that I'm programming for a
I,
large group of people either. I mean, don't get me wrong.
this
like,
is going to be the
I
last
would
round
love-
recorded. I'm not going
I
to
would
put all
love,
6
love,
rounds
love
on there just
if,
because
you know, people following this
it's just
would attempt
it's
these
a tough
workouts and
watch.
go along with, you know, what
After
I'm
that
posting
point.
as
It's
well.
a tough watch after this
You know,
point.
just
This
seeing where they're
round
at,
was
challenging
the,
themselves. I would love that, but I mean,
this
this
round
is like a
got
CrossFit class, you know, or a
bad.
functional
Like,
training
it got me
class. where,
hard.
I'm,
Like I just,
you know,
I
doing
did
this
my
for a
first
large group of
round,
people
or I did
in
my
person. You know,
my-
so this is
I did
more
the-
like an experiment.
the lunges.
You know, like this is like my
and
lab.
I could tell
you know,
when
and
I
I'm
was
just
holding the dumbbell
putting myself
up
through
that,
it, trying to, you know,
starting to
get
get
an
a
understanding
tender
of where I'm at.
all over, and not you know. So I'm thinking those
Calling an audible
dumbbell
in a
power
workout
cleans are
in a
starting
situation
to
like this.
get me. So I take a
You
seat
know,
real quick.
I'm going to
and
say
I'm just
there's no
thinking in
shame.
my head,
This
like,
is not a competition. There's
I don't
nothing
know
being
how
judged, no
I'm gonna
scores.
get these knocked
I'm
out.
literally doing this
This is going to
for
be,
me,
you know, this is
and
going to be awful.
trying to just,
And
you know,
it's important to note
see
that
where I'm at
everybody
fitness-wise.
deals
So yeah,
with these
I got to
kinds
do
of
the things
thoughts.
that I got to do to make sure
You
that
can feel
number
like
one,
Superman,
I'm able
and
to
you can
finish,
go through these workouts,
do what
you
I can
know,
with it, but
or
also
just any kind of workout, and have all the confidence in the world. But man, when you start,
you know,
when you start
do the
getting to that
workouts
point
effectively and
that
get a good idea of
your body's just
of
aching,
what I'm putting
and,
out there.
you know,
So
you're
let
gonna
me-
have some
let me
thoughts
be your
of,
guinea pig.
oh boy,
Dumbbell
I shouldn't have done this, or oh
dumbbell
man,
power
this is gonna be
cleans
tough.
were
I don't know if I can do this.
far
Yeah.
the worst, man.
Fight through it the best you can.
Oh, they were
Really,
so
I mean,
bad.
because that's the area
I mean, you can see like they're going
that
up slow.
is going to make
right
a
there.
huge difference,
super slow.
especially in your mental game and the way you think. You know, all this stuff, the movements, yes, are movements
Oh
that
man,
take
dude,
place
that
in
set
day-to-day life,
hurt.
you know, we're
that
just
was
training
the
for
set
everyday
right
life.
there where I said,
But another part of everyday life is your mental toughness
Yes.
and your mental health and your mental
Yes.
strength. So that plays a factor
where
in
I'm
this too.
falling off. Like
So
I
just
recognize, like,
don't let
okay,
those thoughts creep in and just
this is the
mess you
movement
up
that I need to
because
work on.
they
So what
will if
I
you don't watch
realized
out.
going through this
So I'm going
was
through my
that
third round.
in order
of
for me to
dumbbell
get better
snatch.
at
At this point, my
dumbbell power
arms
cleans,
are just
I need to do
blown
more
up. I got a
dumbbell
pretty
power
sweet,
cleans.
juicy
And what I
workout
have in
now
mind
from those.
is a good
dumbbell
old
power cleans.
21-15-9.
But I'm trying to get these 12 knocked out
But
as
I
quick
need
as
a
I can
movement
because I
to
didn't get a lot of rest on that last
put
set.
in,
So
you know, to couple
if I can
the
get
dumbbell power
these
cleans
knocked
with.
out.
So in the
But
comment
again-
section,
oh,
if you
also,
think of
real
a good
quick,
move
if you're
to go
doing
along
these,
with that, something
do your
reasonable.
best not to put
you
your
know,
offhand
please
hand
post
that
it.
doesn't have the dumbbell
Looking,
on your
you know,
hip
wanting to
and
do
push up.
21-15-9
You will get flagged for
with
that. That is a no,
dumbbell
no.
power cleans at 50.
Do your best to take
coupled
that
with
hand and
some
kind
other
of keep it
movement.
off
So if
back
you got a
behind
movement
you.
in mind or something you'd like to see
And,
me try, you know, post
You
in
know,
the
don't
comment
use it
section.
to push up because that's
I'm scared to death.
it's an
Okay.
advantage, and there is a
Yep,
better
in my
way to
head,
do
I'm
things.
shaking off
So
some bad
don't
thoughts.
make it
Like,
easy
bro,
on
this
yourself.
is by far
do your best
the
to push
worst I
yourself,
felt
do your
throughout
best to
all. Like
challenge
it's
yourself.
catching up with me.
We're gonna knock
So
this last
I'm
round.
thinking, man, how am
or
I
this
going to
last
survive
we're gonna knock this
upcoming
this
rounds with this, but you'll see.
step overs out, and that'll
yeah,
be it for the video.
just-
But I just want to say thank you to you guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support.
Trying to
appreciate
That's the biggest deal. Try to
the
finish,
comments
try
that
to
are being
finish what
made.
you started.
You know, I keep doing this stuff just because I feel like
Oh
it
yeah,
can help
yeah.
in
If
the
I'd
long
used
run.
dumbbells
So,
there, it would have been a bad deal.
like, share, subscribe, and
If
if you got
I
any
could
questions,
have
hit me up in
used
the
dumbbells,
comments,
or if I
and I'll
did
see you
use
guys
them,
later.